In this instructional video, we're going to be setting up and installing a Moultrie 990 camera trap. First things first, you'll need 8 AA batteries. Open the camera by opening the latches on the side and then pressing the release button at the base of the camera. You'll probably want to consider buying rechargeable batteries, as these will be the best value for money. Insert the battery pack back into the camera face down. Now you'll need an SD card. Take the SD card and insert it into the slot on the side of the camera. Now we're ready to begin. Switch the camera on. If your camera has a password set, you may need to enter that here using the arrow keys. If you decide to set your camera with a password, make sure you choose something easy to remember, as you don't want to lock yourself out. This is the menu screen. You'll notice in the top right corner is a timer. Once this times down, the camera will switch into operation mode and start taking photos. Press mode to begin setup, and then press enter on camera setup. The first option is to set up the date and time. It's important to set up the date and time accurately, as this gives you valuable information about when photos were taken. Next, you can select the capture mode. Motion detect takes photos when triggered by movement. Time-lapse takes photos at a set interval. Hybrid mode combines time-lapse mode during the day with motion detect at night. And video mode shoots videos when triggered by motion. Photo quality. Choose the resolution you want your images to come in. Photo delay. You can set a pre-programmed delay between successive triggers. This can be helpful to avoid an individual animal setting off the camera repeatedly. Motion freeze helps minimize blurry images when working in low light conditions. In multi-shot mode, you can tell the camera to take several photos when it's triggered. This can be a useful feature if animals run past the camera in a blur, giving you the best chance to identify them. Tell the camera if you want the images to be zoomed in. Choose the camera name. This can be useful if you have multiple cameras in a grid and you want to tell the difference between them. Choose the temperature setting. Choose whether or not you want the photo metadata to be displayed on the images themselves. Here you can enter your camera's latitude or longitude coordinates. This might be useful if you want to know where your camera was in the landscape. This gives you a rough idea of how long your camera might last in the field. Make sure you've selected No to default settings. Make sure you've selected No to delete all. Here you can set a password to lock your camera. If you want to see the photos your camera has taken so far, you can see them in the photo review option. When you're done setting up, head back to the main screen. The timer will begin counting down and switch into operation mode. Another useful feature to know about is the aim function located on the camera switch. This gives you a preview of the camera's field of view. When something is detected within the field of view, a red LED light will flash. It's a good idea to use this aim function when you're setting up your plot, to make sure the images you collect are exactly what you're looking for.